Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Steven Universe review. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Steven's Dream. Now, if you're out of the loop right now, and I don't blame you, with Steven Universe, so we were expected to get the next Steven Bomb starting on, I want to say, the 30th of January, right? Later this month. At least as of filming this. But instead, what ended up happening was the next 5 episodes ended up leaking online, right? They were posted officially on the Cartoon Network website, but then they may have not been officially, they may have been accidentally posted. It's still kind of confusing, and it's complicated. And I was debating whether or not I was even going to talk about these episodes, but I decided, I was looking at a bunch of the other Steven Universe YouTubers, and I was like, I guess if they're going to do it, I might as well, because I don't want to miss the curve. Plus, there may or may not be, 3 different theories I'm working on right now that all pertain to these episodes, and some of them I'm worried that other people are going to get to before I do, if you know what I mean. But yeah, after a lot of debate, I was like, you know what, let's just do it. I'm recording these all in one go, just one after another. So yeah. I also want to remind you guys to support the official release when it comes out later on this month. That means watching the episode when it officially releases. Also, you could buy the episode on iTunes. That's supporting the official release, as far as I can tell. And then, if you can't do either of those, let's say you don't have cable and you don't have iTunes or something like that. I've been asked, how do you support the official releases and all that? Buy merchandise. I'm not forcing you guys to buy merchandise. I'm not trying to product placement or anything like that. But if you buy official merchandise from Cartoon Network and all that, that is technically supporting the show's creation, from what I can tell. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, this one is Steven's Dream. So it starts off with Greg and Steven, right? They're watching a movie, right? But Steven falls asleep, and he sees this flower, and he wakes up, and he's crying, right? His tears are everywhere. And yeah, it's just real. And but he's not sad, but he's crying. So they head back to the house, and Steven asks about Pink Diamond. Did Mom ever talk about Pink Diamond? And Greg says that, your mom had a bunch of past stuff that she didn't want to talk about, and I never pressured her to talk about. And it's like, why? Which could be the word of this show. Just why not? Why not question? Because Steven's really bad at asking questions. Well, yeah. So, right, it's that night. Steven has another dream, and he sees the palanquin. I know it's pronounced palanquin. In the next scene, they literally say it's pronounced palanquin, but I'm gonna keep pronouncing it palanquin because bloody Americans and all that. But yeah, Connie comes over, and because Steven tells her about the dream. Tells her about the dream, and they find it in Buddy's book, right? They recognize the whole thing. So they confront the Crystal Gems about it, and Amethyst doesn't know what it is. Pearl doesn't want to talk about it, and Garnet's kind of panicking. She just straight up tells Steven, "You cannot go there. You cannot go. Right? You're not allowed there. I don't think she says it's too dangerous. She really doesn't say anything about it. Just no, you can't go." Steven starts yelling at them, gets really angry, and kind of storms out in a really... It's kind of... I'd say it's hard to watch scene, but it's well done. So yeah, he's angry, he goes outside, Garnet follows him, and is like, just don't go, and he's like, why not? Again. And it's like, because if I tell you why you can't go, it'll just make you want to go. And yeah, but there is a way to phrase this in which Steven wouldn't go, presumably. But Garnet's panicking, and yeah, she doesn't know what that is. And she says something like, I don't want to see her again. Which, interesting. Right? It piques Steven's curiosity, which is what she knows it's going to do. And that she cannot stop him. So Steven goes to Greg and is like, can you take me there? And he shows him a map, and I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, that's Korea. Yeah, that looks like Korea. Sure enough, in the next scene, they're on Andy's plane, heading over there, and it's like, yeah, the universe or the DeMayos are going to Korea. And okay, so we get this little montage in Korea of them just going around, and something feels a little off here, but whatever. And then at the end of the montage, they end up in this place, and we see pictures of them on the wall, and right, they've broken the fourth wall. They haven't just broken it, they've shattered it. Within universe, right, it's... they don't... This is like the level of fourth wall breaking where you just don't give a fuck anymore. Where you're just doing whatever the hell you please, because who cares? You can do whatever you want. But yeah, after their little sightseeing tour in Korea, they eventually head to the spot with the palanquin, and there it is. But they get to and it's blue, and it's not covered in the moss or anything. It's not anything like his dream. And then they go and they hear a voice, and they see this cloaked figure at the pink palanquin crying. And they don't know who it is, but of course us as fans know who it is. And yeah, I was excited, right? This was a reveal I was interested in. And we find out Steven is crying her tears. I really that's interesting. But it also brings up an interesting thing about Rose now that I'm thinking about it. So we know that, right, Steven's been able to, like, I'm going to use the word overshadow gems, right? Like, look through their eyes, go into their minds and all that. But in this moment, he was able to overshadow a diamond. How powerful is he? Again, this goes back to my pink diamond theory. It's interesting, though. Nevertheless. And then, so, Blue Pearl is onto them. So Greg reveals himself and is like, hey, what's up? I'm a native. What's up? And yeah, and confronts Blue Diamond and is like, were you close? Very. And he's like, I know what it's like to lose someone. And we get to see Blue Diamond's face. And just from the moment I saw this, I was like, wow. This is Blue Diamond's face reveal. And yeah, I really like this. I really like her design. I like her. There's something about her eyes having the diamonds in them that I just find so interesting. But right, they have, I guess it's kind of like a bonding moment, if you call that, between like their loss, right? Because Blue Diamond was close to Pink Diamond, and Greg and Rose, and how they lost. They're enemies on the exact opposite side, but yet they have this thing in common. That's interesting. The similarities are, yeah, again, they're just fascinating, and I'd say it's going full circle, if anything. And then Blue Diamond tells Greg that the planet is set to expire, that the cluster is going to destroy the planet, but someone like you does not deserve to be destroyed. So she basically kidnaps him. It's interesting how when we first saw Blue Diamond in the answer, she was cold, right? Oh, she didn't like fusion in her core, and she was going to crush Ruby. But now she's crying, she's softer, and she's actually protecting Greg. Interesting. If you can't tell, I really like this character. From just this little bit, boom, it's like when Lapis Lazuli was revealed. It's little information, but it's enough to make me really like her. So, right, Blue Diamond kidnaps Greg, gets on their ship, and they go and leave. Steven jumps after them, but doesn't make it. And Garnet shows up and is like, I couldn't face her again. I couldn't do it. I saw where if she spotted us and we all were revealed and whatnot. So, right, Garnet's panicked, but they're going to go to space after Greg. And yeah, it's interesting because Garnet still fears Blue Diamond, but yet she still owes Blue Diamond. Because without Blue Diamond, Garnet wouldn't exist. Interesting. And that's where it ends, with them saying they're going to space. This is a good episode. It's especially that ending. Like this whole scene with Blue Diamond is just great. I'm interested to see where it goes. But I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.